Yes, people. Liverpool Prophet back again with another video. Finally, people, at long last, I can confirm, gladly confirm that I have finally got my official background design for my YouTube channel. Finally upgrading my camera. Hopefully, the new camera actually looks good on your guys' end as well, because I had a lot of people in the comments telling me how bad the camera was on the last couple of videos, and I agree. It's looked absolutely terrible. I wasn't overly happy with the background either, but now I'm pretty happy overall with where how I've designed my thing. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. What do we think of the new background? Does it look good? Please let me know. Is the camera quality improved? I hope the camera quality is better. I do. Hope you guys can see me a lot better now. So I've upgraded my thing. So let me guys know. Let me know in the comments, guys, down below. But I'm here. The Prophet, the Liverpool Prophet, is here to talk about all things Liverpool related in the transfer market currently. Before we get into the video, guys, make sure you like, make sure you drop a sub, and make sure you drop a comment if you can, and let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on what I'm talking about. And not just that, let me know. Let me know your guys' opinion on our transfer window as a whole. Ooh, where can we start, man? I mean, Isak's the number one talking point at the moment, isn't it? We played a game today as well. Liverpool played a game, AC Milan, a friendly, pre-season friendly. We lost, but it's pre-season, but everyone seems to be jumping on it. So we'll talk a bit about that. Talk a little bit about Lucho as well, Luis Diaz. Not great news, but we'll get into it. We'll start off with, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. We'll start off with the main talking point, because this is what everyone's talking about at the moment. Alexander Isak. Now, I see that the fee obviously for Alexander Isak is 150 mil from the original 130 million asking price. Newcastle have now upped it, like the scumbags that they are, to 150 mil. So we're gonna have to pay 150 mil if we want Alexander Isak. Now, I saw links on social media that Newcastle are looking at Benjamin Sesko to bring in. Now, they're looking at Benjamin Sesko. They're most likely open and probably accepting that Isak is going to leave. Like I said, I feel for Newcastle fans here, because we've proper backed him into a corner here. Not much good strikers now in the market. Kitty is out of the market. Gyökeres is out of the market. So it's really only Benjamin Sesko that's available now at the moment. Osimhen's going to stay at Galatasaray. So them signing Sesko tells me that they're pretty much expecting to lose Alexander Isak in this window. Tells me all I need to know. They want Sesko, means Isak's on his way. And to be fair, I think, you know what, if I'm a Newcastle fan and I'm losing Alexander Isak and we go get Benjamin Sesko, I'm okay with that. I wouldn't be upset with that. I think that's a decent replacement. Is Sesko as good as Isak? Of course not, no. But at least Newcastle are showing some sort of ambition to want to replace Isak, rather than just being cheapskates and going, you know what, we'll wing it and we won't replace the guy. They're actually looking to replace the guy. So fair play to them. And I think Benjamin Sesko would be a good option for Newcastle if he's the one that they want. Which it looks like it is, to be fair, because there's no one else in the market, like I said. But tells me all I need to know. Them looking at Sesko, kind of makes me feel Isak's on his way. Again, look, I think we've got an open road to signing Alexander Isak here. I don't see the Saudi pro links being genuine. I just don't. The guy's still in the prime of his career, playing his best football. There's no chance he goes to Saudi yet. I don't see anyone else really looking to buy Isak other than Liverpool. So, in my opinion, we've got a free road to go sign this guy. Yes, the asking price is a lot, 150 million. Yes, Newcastle are trying to pull our pants down. Yes, we're going to get finessed. We're going to get shafted. All of it. Everyone's going to laugh, saying, look at Liverpool overpaying this, that. But we got to pay for the quality, man. And we've got no competition either. I don't see no one else looking to sign Isak, even though I'm surprised at that, to be fair. But we've got an open road to get in our guy. So you know what, guys, let's go get our guy, man. Let's try and negotiate with Newcastle a bit. Maybe give him, I don't know, 135 million, 140 million. We'll see what happens there. But do I expect Isak to become a Liverpool player this summer? 70-30 is the honest answer. I'm 70% sure he will become a Liverpool player. 30% sure that he won't become a Liverpool player. The 30% purely comes from the asking price. I think 150 million may cause FSG to walk away from him for this summer. And not even this summer. I think for Wood probably, because I don't think we'll go back in for him if we don't get him this year. So now or never. So FSG, we'll see how FSG deal with this, man. We'll see how they approach it, because it'll be pretty interesting to see what they do and how the Isak saga unravels. So we'll touch more on that on another day when more news on it comes out. I wanted to touch now on Luis Diaz now. Look, the news on Lucho, it's not looking good, I'll be totally honest. Looking more and more likely that he is on his way out. He's on his way from a move to Liverpool elsewhere, which is disappointing, man. Look, I'll always have a lot of respect for Luis Diaz. I think he's a player that he's got a tremendous work rate. He might not be the best finisher, but work rate, he will track back. He is a warrior, man, an absolute warrior. The conditions that he had to play in when the incident with his dad happened, obviously in Colombia, we know about that. To even step on the pitch when something like that's going on and play for Liverpool, I have tremendous respect for the guy. I have the utmost respect for Luis Diaz, but I have to keep the same logic. If the player doesn't want to be here, then let them go. If Lucho feels that he no longer wants to be at Liverpool, or if he feels there's a chapter elsewhere in his career that he'd like to explore at another club, then I wouldn't hold no hard feelings towards him. I don't think he's done anything wrong. I don't think he's gone about it in the wrong way. He hasn't kicked up a storm, nothing. I think he's dealt with it pretty well. And I respect him. It looks like he does want to leave, and I respect Lucho for wanting to leave, for saying he wants to leave. Sorry, had he come out and done the Trent thing, I wouldn't have respected the guy. I'll be totally honest. But him coming out and saying he wants to leave, or making kind of dropping hints that he wants to leave, I respect it. And wherever Lucho goes, I wish him well. Looking likely that Lucho may be sold this week. To be fair, I think the Barcelona president ruled out a move of Lucho to Barcelona, so it looks like he won't be getting the Barcelona move. So that won't be happening. So it's really only Bayern Munich now. It's whether Bayern Munich now come up with a reasonable fee, or a fee that is acceptable in our perspective, because they've put in two really, really low fees, really disrespectful. I don't know what they're playing at, but if they want Lucho, they're going to have to up that fee tremendously for us to even consider letting our guy go. So it's only Bayern, mate. If Bayern come to a reasonable number, then I think we will probably start dealing with them and we'll get the negotiations done and Lucho will be on his way. But unless they come up with a respectable number, not a number that's going to take the mick, I think we just stand our ground and hold firm on it. So Lucho, am I sad that Lucho's going? I'm going to be honest, man. I kind of am. I'm going to miss the Lucho. If Lucho does go, I'm going to miss the Lucho song. He came from Porto. We call him Lucho. I'm going to miss that. I am going to miss that song. I'm going to miss singing it. I'll be totally honest. We're going to lose an absolute banger of a song. But player don't want to be here. You got to let them go in it. That's just how it works, unfortunately, I feel. Lucho don't want to be here. I'm afraid off you pop in it. Not in a disrespectful manner, of course, in a respectful manner, but yeah, I'm probably expecting some sort of something to happen on the Lucho thing this week, whether it's good news, bad news, whatever. I expect some sort of indication on where his mind's at, where the clubs are at, what's going to happen on it. I'd expect something to come this week of it. So keep an eye out, guys, because I think very well that Luis Diaz could be moved on and sold this week. So you heard it from me. So keep an eye on it. I could be wrong, man. I could just be sat here talking bollocks and none of this happens. Imagine Lucho stays after all this. Oh my days. Oh my days. If Lucho stays after all this, crazy. I don't think he will. I think Lucho is most likely off. So, yeah. We'll see what happens with the Lucho thing as well. We'll keep a close eye on it as well. Like I said, I expect some sort of thing to happen with that. Lastly, I wanted to touch on our pre-season game against AC Milan today. Liverpool played AC Milan. We lost 4-2 in a game where it didn't mean nothing. It was a pre-season friendly, let's be honest. We probably approached the game in a manner of, just trying new things out. Slot was definitely trying new things out. I think he had Szoboszlai right back at one point just for experimentation. I didn't watch the game properly because I had things to do, unfortunately, with my new setup and that. Kept a bit of an eye on it. At one point, Gravenberch was also at centre back. So, yeah, like I said, in the pre-season friendly against Milan today, we saw Szoboszlai playing at right back again, Slot experimenting a bit, and we saw Gravenberch being put at centre back again. More experimentation from Arne Slot, and pre-season is the perfect place to do these types of things, to do these kind of experiments. I remember last summer, Arne Slot tried Gravenberch out in the DM, probably just for an experimentation. He liked the look of it, and he went with it for the season. I feel again he's doing something similar. Not to say obviously Gravenberch is going to play centre back. He's not. No chance. No chance. Szoboszlai plays right back either. But I like him experimenting, and I think Jurgen Klopp used to do something similar as well. So it's not a bad thing. I think it's a decent thing, to be fair. I like seeing it. It is a bit funny sometimes seeing these players playing in these positions, but yeah, let's let Slot do his thing. If you went into the season with them, with players in that position, with them positions, I'd be worried, but I'm not. We lost 4-2, and can I just say the amount of rivals that were jumping on us, jumping up and down in excitement, wetting themselves over Liverpool losing a pre-season friendly against AC Milan by 2-4 is crazy, man. We've got everyone rattled, guys. We've got everyone rattled. Everyone is rattled by Liverpool's transfer business so much that they're looking for the smallest amount of pleasure they can from our demise, which we ain't got another device because we're absolutely on it at the moment. But they need the little joy that they can get, and they got a bit of joy today because they saw Liverpool lose the pre-season game. They're all wetting themselves in excitement. Arsenal fans were getting loud. They beat Milan the other day by 1-0, was it? So they beat them 1-0. We lost 4-2. That means we're not as good as Arsenal We're not as good as Arsenal by Arsenal fans' logic. So yeah, rivals, keep creaming yourselves, keep wetting yourselves because these games mean nothing. They're pre-season friendlies. They're about experimentation. They're about getting players up to speed, trying players out in new positions. These pre-season games don't mean nothing. They don't. So if rivals want to get happy and all giddy about us losing pre-season friendlies, carry on, lads. Carry on. We'll see what happens when the season starts and we start cooking and we're wiping teams. We're cooking teams week in, week out, home and away. Then we'll see what's going on. Can't make nothing out of pre-season games. Fair play to Arsenal, they beat AC Milan, but what does it mean? You beat AC Milan, we lost to them in a pre-season game. It means nothing in my opinion. So, rival fans, pack it in, wind it in. How about be quiet? If you're jealous of Liverpool, maybe your own club should stop. Maybe your own clubs should move better in the window and move like bigger clubs. That way you wouldn't have us to hate on. But I love it. It shows how massive Liverpool Football Club are. We don't even have to. We can just play a pre-season game, lose, and people will jump on our cases. People make joy out of it because that is Liverpool Football Club. That is how huge we are as an institution, and people can hate it all they want. They can, dislike it all they want. They can get angry about it all they want. Liverpool are the biggest and best club in England, and the rivals, they just can't take it. They cannot take it, and we love every second of these that crying about us. So, long may it continue. Long may it continue, but yeah, I'm not too disappointed, mate. I mean, it's a pre-season game we lost. Did you want to win? Ideally, yeah, because you always want your team to win. But in a pre-season game, we lose 4-2 to AC Milan. Am I too bothered about it? No, I'm not. I'm not too bothered about it. I'm not. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the next preseason game. We'll see what happens as the season gets closer, as the transfer business continues to unravel. We'll see who comes in, who goes out, and we'll see what type of squad we're shaping up for the start of the season. We'll have to see where it goes. But guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, before I head out, please drop a like, please drop a sub, and please, if you can, let me know in the comments your opinion and your takes, because I am interested to see what other people think. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am going to head off. I'll be back very soon with more Liverpool related news. Liverpool profit out, up the Reds. Let's go.